Greetings. A statutory declaration is a written statement in which you declare to be true to the best of your knowledge and signed before a notary public, in which now it is a legal document. So my statutory declaration was delivered to the governor of North Carolina, which is Governor Roy Cooper. It was delivered April 28, 2020 at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Statutory declaration regarding vital statistics number 110-95-007790. I, Jesse Eileen Bates, now known as Nova Utina Aquene Wohali, do solemnly declare, in accord with the 1931 Statute of Westminster, the 1778 Articles of Confederation and Perpetual Union, Article 11, the 1812 Treaty of Ghent, the 1794 Jay Treaty, the 1836 Treaty of Marrakesh, and all recognized and valid treaties, the Constitution for the United States of America, the 1948 Charter of the United Nations, the Pope's Apology to Indigenous Peoples, the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, and the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, and the UN International Decade for People of African Descent. That upon discovering that the certificate of live birth of February 2nd, 1995 in the state of Georgia was a contract between my mother and the state of Georgia, who did not tell her she was selling me, a flesh and blood child, to the state of Georgia as their chattel property/slave, which is a violation of human rights. I hereby void the contract ab initio for fraud. I am an Autochthon flesh and blood female of Muskogee and Serrano descent, in accord with the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples and the House Joint Resolution 194, the United States Senate Apology to the African Americans for Slavery, the U.S. Apology to the Native Americans, and Regina versus Ja. On May 14, 2011, at Southwark Crown Court, defendant John Anthony Hall in the United Kingdom proved before an English jury that Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor Mountbatten Battenberg Saxe Coburg was not the rightful monarch and never was. Queen Elizabeth is not the rightful monarch and never was. This was a two-part argument. First, that Elizabeth knew both then and now that she was crowned on a fake coronation stone instead of the real stone of destiny, which meant not only that she was never properly crowned, but secondly, she was also knowingly and fraudulently conning the public, and that is why she did not want her coronation televised. I declare that the name Jesse Eileen Bates in all caps on the certificate of live birth is a corporation, and Jesse Eileen Bates in proper noun capitalization is an Autochthon flesh and blood female of Muskogee and Serrano descent. I am not a corporation, artificial person, natural person, fictitious entity, or vessel of the United States, defined under Title 18 U.S.C. subsection 9, and I give notice internationally, domestically, universally, via this declaration that I deny corporate existence. Under reservation of all my rights, unalienable and otherwise, I am an Autochthon of this planet, and I make this solemn declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true, and that it is the same force and effect as if made under oath. So the main thing that stands out to me on my statutory declaration is where it states that my mother did not know that she was selling me, a flesh and blood child, to the state of Georgia as chattel property/slave, which is human trafficking, and that's a violation within our human rights. And this was something that was unknown to me before coming on Chief Nani Shabu L's webinar every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, if you all have any questions and you want to join the list to be on the Autochthon standing process, you all can email aspwebinar@protonmail.com. That's aspwebinar@protonmail.com.